Hey everybody, welcome back to my kitchen and all things Christmas this December. So today is a special day. My friend Jenny Goff asked me to be part of her holiday Christmas cookie exchange here on YouTube. She's got, I don't even know how many channels now, they keep adding and adding and adding. We're all putting our recipes down today. So get out your pencil and paper and go down below in mine and everyone else's videos. Everyone's posting their recipes. I'll also put mine on my website, gregs-kitchen.com, which is right here. And for those of you watching it on television, here is a QR code. Just point your phone at it, like you're going to take a picture, or your iPad or any tablet, and it'll pop up and ask if you want to open that link. That goes straight to my website to this recipe, and you can print it out from there, or you can save it however you'd like. So today I'm doing something a little special. One of you asked me if I could do Pizzelles. I'm not sure how to exactly say it. It's an Italian cookie. I'm sure you've seen them in the grocery store, little round, crisp wafers. They're usually flavored with anise or anise. I'm going to use almond flavoring today. I like the way the almond flavor tastes. So this is a very simple recipe. The only thing you really need to do is get a Pizzelle maker, and you can get these anywhere. I think they have them at Walmart. This one I got on Amazon, and make sure you plug it in, get it nice and hot. I've had it plugged in since I started. I'll put a link down below where you can get this on Amazon. I think it was $45 or $50, but as you watch and see, this goes very quickly. You have to have one of these to be able to make this. So to start with, I got 1 3/4 cup of flour. This is all-purpose flour. So since it's just all-purpose, we're going to put 2 teaspoons, and I do not have my teaspoon out here. Let's grab it. We're going to put 2 teaspoons of baking powder right in there. There we go. And let me get something to mix that together. You're going to use a whole stick of melted butter. What I want to tell you and remind you to do, when you plug this in and you start getting everything ready, melt the butter in the microwave and then let it cool. You don't want to put it in real hot. You want it to cool down some. So I've already got my stick of butter back here already cooling off. Got my flour mixed up here. I'm going to put in 3 eggs. And looks good. And I know some of you are going to yell at me and say you should be doing them in a bowl. I try to do it in a bowl and I just forget. I've only had maybe 1 or 2 eggs that I remember ever being bad. Now, once I have my own chickens, I will probably do it in a bowl just to make sure for a while how they are. So we're just going to mix this egg together in here. Once that gets all brought together, and you don't need to use a mixer for this. I never have used a mixer to make these for my KitchenAid. I just bring it together like this. And that's pretty well mixed. It's starting to get a little cakey, so I'm going to pour in the butter. And we're going to put 3/4 of a cup of sugar in here. Whoops. I'm just making sure. I thought it was 3/4 of a cup. It is. I'm right. I got my recipe laying right over there. Like Mom, I like to print out my recipes or get the recipe card out, have it laying close by, so if I need it, I can get it. But most of these I can remember from memory. We're going to do 3/4 of a cup of sugar. We're going to bring that all together. Make sure you get that flour off the bottom of the bowl. That's why I like to use a spatula instead of a spoon. And now I'm going to put just a teaspoon of flavoring in here. It's about a teaspoon. I usually use vanilla. Sometimes I've used maple flavoring. Those are really good. But today I decided I was going to try a little bit something different, use almond. Whew, I can smell that almond. Okay, now to make these Christmassy, because usually these are just a plain wafer, I'm going to get my sprinkles and I'm going to put them in. I want to make sure I get that flavoring down in there, so it's not a big glob of wet right there. It's going to dissolve these sprinkles immediately. You're going to want to just put these in, and you're not going to want to stir and stir and stir and stir, because if you do, these are going to dissolve, and it's just going to streak up your pizzelles. We just want some color in there, so I just fold it over, put some more in there. I did try one time to put a spoonful of the batter on the griddle and then throw some sprinkles on. It worked, but they weren't all the way through, so I just didn't think it looked as good. So you probably use about 2 teaspoons of your little sprinkles here. I'm gonna swirl those around. All right, now let me get everything out of the way so I can get the pizzelle maker over here. Clean up this area. Okay, so now this takes about 1 minute and 20 seconds to 2 minutes. I've seen mainly on this pizzelle maker, from the heat that I've experienced with it, it takes about 1.5 minutes. I usually set a timer. No, I don't. I usually just kind of lift it and see if they're starting to brown. When they start to brown, that's when we're going to take them out. I've got a 2 tablespoon cookie scoop. And when you put these on, we're not going to put them right in the center of that little design in there. You want to put it a little bit to the back, because as this closes, it's going to smash the batter and it's going to push it forward. If you put it directly in the middle, everything's going to come forward and you're going to have a lopsided pizzelle. So I just put it right about there. Let me turn this a little bit so you can see. Put another scoop right there. Push it down. You can hear it make a little sizzle. You're going to start seeing some of the steam coming out. So I just looked at the timer. It's 2:47, and I'm just going to watch that and see about 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, and then I'll check them. While we're doing that, I'm going to put these away. Now these store real well. These can store even more than a week sometimes, I've found. I got sprinkles back here. Just put after they dry, they're going to come out a little soft, and after you lay them here, they're going to dry. They're going to be nice and crisp like a cracker. Another thing you can do is when they come out, you can put them around like a little small roll. You can fill them with some kind of cream, whatever flavor you'd like. You can wrap them around a triangle cone, make a little ice cream cone out of them. Or you can, I'll show you this, I'll get a little bowl and I'll show you can make little bowls that you can fill with custard or things like that and use these as your bowls. So as you can see, a little bit has come out over here, no big deal. Once they dry, I just kind of crack it off there and eat it. So let me grab this, check and latch and look in here. They're not browned yet. I like them a little bit brown. I don't like them all pure clear like the batter color. Like a little brownness on them. This smells good. I smell almond. It smells so good. Almost there. I see some brown starting on these. This is the hardest part of all, just standing here waiting for 1.5 minutes between each one. Now you can get a pizzelle maker that makes the smaller ones. Think about getting that. They're about this big around. I was thinking about making them more savory with cheese and black pepper and make little crackers out of them. You can put some cream cheese or any other kind of cheese on it. So once it comes out, as you can see, they are very pliable. And you just put them on here. I always flip them over so the little flower shape is on top. I'm going to put 2 more in here so they can get started. Okay, and then as you see over here, I have my powdered sugar out. I'm just going to take a little powdered sugar while they're still warm, and I'm just going to sprinkle some powdered sugar on them. Not a whole lot. We're just going to dust them. There we go. And we're just going to let them sit there and dry. While these are cooking, I'm going to grab a little bowl and I'm going to show you what I was talking about, making bowls. Yeah, it might be a little big. We'll try it though. And these have been out just a few minutes. They're already starting to tighten up a little bit. They'll be nice and crisp. I put them basically, I just stick them in a little Ziploc bag, leave it open just a little crack and lay them on the counter, and they never last very long, but I've seen them, they've lasted up to 2 weeks, 10 days to 2 weeks sometimes, and they'll still be nice and crisp. Because as you see all this steam coming out, you're getting all the moisture out. We didn't put anything in there except the egg and the butter for moisture, and the butter is setting. There we go. Pull these out. Throw another couple in there. Oops. Now, depending on your griddle, you may have to put some non-stick spray on it. I've never had to with this one, luckily. But every griddle is going to be a little different. So let me sprinkle one of these with some powdered sugar. And I'm going to take this one. It's still, actually that's too big. We're not going to use this container. I'm going to get a different one and I'll show you. All right, we'll try it with that. But these are very simple to make. I made a batch, about a week ago, and was going to take them to work, and I realized I ate more than half of them. So I came in the kitchen, just threw another batch together and threw them right in. They cooked down. 15-20 minutes, you got all kinds of pizzelles. These you can see already nice and hard. Let me throw this up there to make some more room for the next batch. And I just let them cool. Once they get cool, I'll start stacking them on top of each other. There we go. And this one I'm going to take and show you how I do the bowl. Just center it right on top of there. And that's going to be there. I'm going to grab another bowl just to sit on top. I can use the one that we had earlier. Sit that right on there. We'll let that sit and harden while we put these others in. And I'm just going to put them all together and I'll be back. While this one's cooking, these two I'm going to show you. I just took the lid, this off. I like to take it off so it doesn't hold the moisture in. That way it can dry. You see we now have a little cup. I'm just going to set this aside. This you could use for ice cream or any kind of pudding, cream. Just makes a cute little cup. And it will dry nice and hard just like a little ice cream cone cup. Get some of these back out of the way. Move him up there in the middle. All right, that's the last two. Unplug my iron there. And I just had a little bit of batter left, so I made a small one. But these usually make between 14 and 16 cookies, depending on how big or how much batter you put in there. Sometimes it's a little bit more, a little bit less. Here's the little ball I showed you can make. It's nice and hard now. It would hold ice cream, pudding, anything like that you'd like to put in it. And let me grab one of the Pizzelles. Now I've learned, make sure you eat it with the powdered sugar up if you're going to powder sugar it. Because I actually took a bite one day and powdered sugar went everywhere. So they're nice and crisp. These are good. That almond flavoring is really good in here. Nice and crispy colors with the sprinkles. Normally they're not made with the sprinkles. I've also made them with gingerbread flavor. Actually gingerbread, a chocolate, and I forget, there was one other one I made, but gingerbread, I did a pumpkin spice one. So you can change the batter up and make it however you want. Like I said, these get nice and crisp and they break off easy, store easy, great Christmas cookie. So I can't thank Jenny Golf enough. I apologize, my mouth's full, but you guys always get mad at me if I don't try it. So make sure you look down below for a link to all the other channels. I'll put a playlist or link you to Jenny's playlist. There's going to be 17 to 20 to 30 different cookie recipes today. In fact, my mom's got 1 or 2 she's going to have on there also. So go to my website, gregs-kitchen.com, for a link to be able to print this, or you can just click this QR code with your phone or your tablet, just like taking a picture. It'll go straight to the recipe and you guys can print it out from there and keep it. Again, thank you so much for coming to my kitchen. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I feel so blessed, and y'all have a great Christmas, and don't forget to go check out all those other channels and get the cookie recipes. Give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. It helps out a lot. Y'all take care and Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.